Matthew Clark, good to see you. You're first. And you have a #1 crown next to your username. Awesome. I'm gonna add the, oh, J.R. Phillips, what an entrance. Oh man, what an entrance. Thank you so much and glad to see you. Glad to see you here tonight. Thank you very much, J.R. Phillips. Abu KM is here. Matthew, hello, how was your Monday? Very good Monday. I feel like my hair is really frizzy today. Really fun. So I had work today, 9 to 5 job, and work was good. I dropped off some food with my mom. It was just groceries I wasn't gonna end up using. So I saw her and my sister briefly. And then I had a friend, my childhood best friend was in town today. She's been in town for almost a week. And so we met up today and went for a walk after we were done with work. And then I came back and ate some food, watched some Downton Abbey. I've got it on in the background and now I'm here. So it's been a really solid Monday. How about you, Matthew? Yabba dabba do. Hello. Jared Phillips, good to see you. How are you doing? Jet Lee Kit. Okay. Joel, hello. What was I gonna do? Oh, thank you. You too, thanks. Package delivery, guys. Eva Sophia, hello. Alexander Craig, wie geht's dir? Reaper is here, hello. So I'm gonna be finishing off the batch of pancakes that I started last night. So I was ladling this pancake batter onto my little frying pan over on my stovetop. So I'm gonna do that. Oh, trivia question, that's what I needed to do. No, I don't, Preston. Lisa McIntyre, Kyle McCain, Eva, have a blessed rest of your day. Thank you, same to you, Eva. Hallo, wie geht's dir? Jetzt wird wieder Deutsch gesprochen. Sehr gut, es geht mir sehr gut. Heute Abend war ich mit meiner sehr guten Freundin von Highschool und vorher und ja, das war sehr schön heute Abend. Mir geht's gut. It's on Christmas. Elizabeth Nunez is here. Reaper, thank you for the 100. Okay, poll question time. Dustin, it's great to see you. How have you been? So, NFL question, guys. Let's go. Since some of you might not know this, Kier, good to see you. Guess my favorite NFL team. Woo! Well, this isn't really gonna help you guys, but it is a Midwestern team. Is it Green Bay Packers? Oops. Kenma Bugra, hast Fußball gesehen? Thomas Müller. Was ist los mit Thomas Müller? Ich glaube, er spielt jetzt in den MLS. Aber ich bin nicht so sicher. Minnesota Vikings. Cincinnati Bengals. Or Chicago Bears. There we go. All right. Trivia question. Okay, let's see what people are saying. Brian Jones, my name is Hannah. Kier, thank you so much. Dustin Parker, Vikings, Bears, then Vikings, says Matthew Clark. Ja, okay. Where is welche Mannschaft? Thomas Müller. Where is he playing? Oh, he's playing with Vancouver. That's so cool. Okay. Very nice. Blake Boy. Let's see. Dancing and driving. Gattaca. Hello. Gabrielle Castro. Hello. Brian Jones. Ted Talur. Devin and Whatten. Dustin says Tennessee Titans, my favorite football team. Nice. I don't know a lot about the Tennessee Titans. I don't think I could name a single player on the Tennessee Titans. The Goat Monkey, hello. Bentley Endicott is here. Monte Cristo YouTube, Privyet from Russia. Very cool. Hello, hello. So far, Chicago Bears are taking it in the poll. Dancing and driving, I'm doing good. How are you? I'm gonna set a timer for my skillet to warm up back here. The one and only Mia says Gators. Dancing and driving, Luis Carlos Alves, hello. For those of you who don't know that I uploaded a video, I have a brand new video that went up on my channel today. So check that out if you haven't. And members, there's a blooper reel for you as well. Matthew Clark, do you have an NFL team you like the least? Cincinnati is my team, so I despise the Steelers. NFL team I like the least? I don't think so. There's not really a team that I'm like antagonistic toward. If anything, I think Philly fans can be a bit much, but the team itself, like I was rooting for the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl earlier this year and they won. So I was happy for them. Yeah, I would say I don't really have a team that I despise. I can't think of one. I'm like Rolodexing through all the teams, and I can't think of one. Ray Young is here. Dustin Parker, my home team is the Dresden Lions because that's where I went to high school. Okay. I picked Chicago Bears as your team, says Brian Jones. Nice. Minor Noguera. Sarah said hi. Jim, CJ McCrae, how have you been? Good to see you. Najib Bolfal. They love Jane. Brian Jones, I'm an Eagles fan. Yeah, Eagles are great. Like, I think they're a phenomenal team. It's just sometimes the fans they're a bit rowdy. Rice Pudding, aka Yabba Dabba Doo. Have you seen the new Chicago Bears stadium? Looks fantastic. Would not like to be on the top level at the back. I have not seen the new Chicago Bears stadium. I'll need to check that out. Yabba Dabba Doo. Cassidy, are you still traveling or are you still traveling? I'm curious to know if you're still traveling or if you're at your new job yet. Sophie Fleming said hi. Snarky comments, Jacksonville Jaguars. There is absolutely one player I love on the Jacksonville Jaguars, and that would be Trevor Lawrence. I am rooting for him. He killed it in college, but I feel like he's been struggling in the pro league. So yeah, but I'm a big fan of Trevor Lawrence. Let's see. Bank of America, only man in America. Are you a fan of Bank of America? I don't know. URSS delivered, I think you meant USSR. David O'Brien, doing good. Bonica, your name is Marcio. Okay, snarky comments, you and me both. Matthew Clark, soccer team you like the least. What team do you like your team to beat the most? I don't know. I don't really err on like the antagonistic negative. Like I don't root against people. I don't root against teams. There's just, I don't know. It's either like I'm neutral or I really like something. I feel like there's not really franchises. I mean, there's probably people I strongly dislike in all realms of life, but in terms of franchises, I don't know. I don't really have one I dislike. Asarella Salgado. Hahaha, Eagles fans, not at all. Can be a bit much. Go, oh, Brian, hello. I like to eat cake. Lisa, hello. Thank you so much for commenting on my videos. Thank you, Marcus Ulysses Roman 407. I appreciate it. I was out in the sun this evening. My hair is definitely a bit on the frizzy side because it's been humid. We just got a ton of rain here in Minneapolis, and now it's been like in the 80s. So it's just, ooh, it's like a sauna outside, which is not great for your hair. Ah, well, thank you. Imagine Dragons. Volta says vegan chick. I almost said vegan chic. Vegan chick. Hello, Volta. Stephen Riley. Philly stand up. Go Birds. Yep. Fly Eagles fly. I was rooting for you guys in the Super Bowl, so I got nothing against the team and the players. Like, any human who makes it to professional level sports where they are playing a sport for their living, that deserves massive respect. So it's like, I got nothing against the players, I got nothing against the coaches, I got nothing against the entire operation of the team. It's just sometimes the fans are a bit much. Sandos Arhuma, Mamad, hello, Jaywalk. Brian says it looks like you got shocked. Trey Rands, oddly similar to Miss Frizzle. I loved Miss Frizzle in the Magic School Bus. Stephen Riley with the hype hands. I think I want to start ladling on these pancakes. I'm just using one small little skillet. Samson was here. Mrs. Frizzle, LOL, I know, right? Legend. I like Mrs. Frizzle, so I'll take it. Naeem, hello. So this, for those of you who don't know, this is pancake batter. I'll show you what type of flour I use to make this. I absolutely love this flour, you guys. It's native to my dad's home country, Ethiopia. It's teff flour, and it's like the staple grain in Ethiopia. So you can make all kinds of fun stuff with it. I've made cookies with teff flour. I've made bread, like a loaf of sweet bread. I've made pancakes. I've made something else. I know I have. Probably muffins. Yes, ancient grain. This ancient grain is gluten-free. It originated in Ethiopia, has a light nutty flavor, and it's used to make traditional Ethiopian flatbread, which is called injera. So Bob's Red Mill can hook you up with some delicious teff flour. Highly recommend it. It's awesome. It's got 4 grams of protein, which is pretty solid for a flour, and just, you know, some good nutrients in here. Yeah, this is definitely my grain of choice, and I'm making pancakes with it tonight. Sorry, I feel like my TV's loud. Matthew Clark says breakfast for dinner is amazing. Agreed. Rocking with Cowboy. I see you. Ian Heepler, what up, what up, what up? Just making some pancakes tonight with some wonderful teff flour. It's my favorite grain. It's my favorite kind of flour to make anything with. Antonio Salazar, Italian dinner with the family, ironing out some issues. Oh gosh, intense. Ethiopian food is bomb. Yes, Samson was here. I wish that Ethiopian food was as popular as an ethnic cuisine, at least in the United States. I wish it was as popular as Chinese food, sushi, even Thai food I think is pretty common these days, Mexican food. I mean, people definitely know about Ethiopian food, but I feel like it's not quite as well known or popular as Chinese. I would say like the 2 big ones are like Chinese takeout and Mexican food in the United States. And I want people to know more about it because it's the most amazing cuisine in the whole world. It's my absolute favorite. Anthony? Gianna Forever, hello, anniversary is coming up. Yeah, but Abadu says, yes, seen the rain earlier, hot and humidity, thunder and lightning. I know, it was wild the last 24 hours. Thunderstorms, lightning. I was up a bit later than normal than normal. I was a bit, oh, I can't talk. I was up a bit later than normal last night, editing a video and getting it posted early for members, and I was just sitting on my couch looking through my window and just thunder, like lightning bolt strikes. I saw so many of them and I'm like, wow, I've not seen a storm like this in a while. So we've been getting some solid rain. Name 5 women. Cool Genuine Phil. Good to see you, Cool Genuine Phil. How are you doing? Yafa, I'm making pancakes. I do like Arabic food. Black Ichigo the cow. Damien, hello Damien. Sounds like hopefully you're still doing well. Larry Middleton, great to see you. Karen Vandermeulen, mac and cheese. I get the Stray Kids comment a lot. Thank you, Heaven's World. Let's see. Heaven's World, thank you. Lisa and AZ with Martha, Hannah, and Gordon, members emojis. All right, let's get these pancakes going. I'm gonna ladle on one onto my skillet. Hopefully it's not too hot. Yum. All right, I'm gonna do 4 minutes on that. And I think I might make some tea because I've been getting really into tea. Maybe it's all in anticipation for my British themed birthday. So my birthday is next month on September 13th, and I'm taking a long weekend. I have a couple of PTO days that I'm using for just extending the weekend. So I've decided it's gonna be my British birthday because I'm gonna watch some Premier League soccer. I'm gonna see the Downton Abbey movie because it premieres over my birthday weekend, and let's just add some tea to the mix, I guess. YouTube Baptist said hi. Brian Jones, I'm so caught up in your channel that I almost forgot to subscribe. Oh, thank you so much for realizing that and subscribing and liking. Excuse me, Brian Jones. Heaven's World says no problem. Cool Genuine Phil says it's the Vikings. Samson was here. You have pretty freckles and your earrings look like those strawberry candies. I know exactly the strawberry candies you are talking about. Wow, what a flashback to my childhood. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think where I would even get those strawberry candies because I didn't like them very much, but I thought the wrapping on them was so cute. YouTube Baptist said hi. I don't read Japanese. I can tell it's Japanese based on the figures, but don't know what you're saying. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna make some tea. And I don't have a kettle. Feel free to judge me. I'm just gonna boil some water. Joginder Kumar, William Reveles, doing good, William. How are you? Oh, cool. That's my pot pie just running through the channels. What is this all about? I'm making some Teff flour pancakes just because I was feeling like making some pancakes. So that's what I'm doing on here. And my channel is mostly dedicated to vegan food. It's very tasty. I think it's tasty. Oh, what am I doing? I already have a mug over here. So this is the tea that I'm using tonight. That sounds amazing. I did make some fish tonight, but I respect what you're doing. Yeah, well, guess what? I'm not a hater. I grew up an omnivore. I was an omnivore up until age 18, and then when I was 18, I decided to give veganism a try, and I really liked it, but I fondly remember eating fish, and I am not one to be like trying to get everyone to be vegan. So fish sounds very tasty. That's my pot pie. William Revelis is doing great. Glad to hear it. Brian Black is so beautiful and amazing on you. Thank you. Ernest, hello. Ernest, tell us about your Army Reserve training. Because boy, it does not sound like fun. Like just to like get a sense, like what time do you have to wake up for Army Reserve training? I'm sure it's just some horrible time. Brian, Brian is saying, Hannah, you're looking strong. Like you can fight a bear and win. I would never try that because I would not win. Not unless I had some kind of weapon with me, and yeah, there would have to be some very special circumstances for me to take down a bear. All right, oh, that was my water. Let me get my water and my pancake timer. Multitasking here. So this is I love ginger. It's like so spicy. I feel like I'm getting into the fall spooky season already, even though it's still August. What I've been doing, I'll show you. One sec. I've been putting some pumpkin pie or pumpkin spice into practically everything, like my cereal, my coffee, my tea, because for me it's just so autumn, and I love it. It's so good. Ernest, I saw you, Brian. Matthew Clark. I like all food. I'm new to vegan food. Definitely curious to try it all. Definitely, yeah. Like you get to do whatever you want. Your diet, your business, and I think there's some really accessible meals that happen to be vegan or vegetarian, like pad thai. You can just order pad thai and get it with tofu instead of chicken. And if you want it to be vegan, just ask for the macaroni. What am I thinking? The scrambled eggs to be left out. I was thinking about other things. Peanut butter and jelly, that's like by itself, it's typically vegan unless the bread has some type of like egg or butter in it. But yeah, there's some great starter vegan foods. Spaghetti with red sauce is another one. Plain red sauce. Ooh, looking gorgeous. Yes, you guys. So happy with this. Okay. Brian says such a supermodel. Ooh, not feeling like it today. I definitely have humidity hair going on. It's fuzzy. Samson was here. Love your energy. Thank you, Samson. Glad to have you here. Greenleaf music. What's up? Anna C. Hope you're well. You don't have a kettle? No, it's actually something I've been thinking about getting. Also, how have you been, Anna? Good to see you again. Brian, the most sweetest woman alive. AAI. Yes, I'm mixed. I'm half white, half black. Naeem, thank you. Jerry Fisher says New York. Ernest says, so I'm on the night shift, ammo detail. I wake up at 1 p.m. What? Go to the gym and work out until 2 p.m. Then go to guard duty from 3 p.m. to 4 a.m. So you work a 13-hour shift. Wow, 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 wow. That's intense, Ernest. How are you holding up? How are you feeling physically? Johnny Yeska says we use that same spice brand. Ooh, this one right here. Simply Organic. I get this from Target. They stock this spice brand. It's so good. I absolutely love it. Miami Dolphins is my favorite NFL team. Nice. Big Haas 920, how are you? Welcome to the live. Ravinash is here. Hello. Chip Broadhead, you work out, gym workout. Are you asking me if I do working? I work out every day. I don't work out at the gym, no. I was thinking, I think it was yesterday, I was envisioning, because I follow these YouTube creators, entrepreneurs, and several of them have built out custom gyms in their homes. Major flex. And I was thinking about like building out my own personal gym, all of the stuff that I would have in my gym. Actually, let me save this as a trivia question because I feel like this, I'm thinking about how I could ask this. Like, what equipment would I not have in my dream at-home gym or something like that? I'll hold that thought. Travel and Art, how have you been, Travel and Art? Anna says, I'm great, thank you. I have an electric kettle, but I miss the sound of the whistle on the stovetop kettle. Tea is a nightly ritual for... Yes, Anna, okay, so I have only ever been a coffee drinker. I will drink tea, I'll say up until now. Tea has only really been a medicinal type of drink, so whenever I've had a cold or COVID or just was bedridden for whatever reason, it's just tea was always like a comforting, healing beverage, but it's something I never really would drink day to day. And I've so gotten into just having like a warm cup of tea in the evening after dinner, and it's so nice. So call me converted. I used to just not hate, but I just was like, tea, there's so much, I don't know, there's so much ceremony around it where I can justify it for coffee, but tea has just never tasted as good as coffee. But I feel like for me, I still will sometimes have decaf coffee at night, but I feel like coffee is still harsher on your stomach and on your, it's also kind of like a morning, like, let's go, let's get our coffee and go to work. And I feel like tea is much more like, let's tuck in for the night, let's get cozy, we're at home. It's very much, I feel like it fits more with winding down at the end of the day versus coffee, which for me has always been like getting coffee on my way to work at Starbucks or brewing coffee, putting it in my tumbler and going to work. It's very much like an energizing drink, and I don't think of tea that way. So I like tea. I think I'm gonna keep this tea thing going as my nightly ritual because I just love the vibe. Okay, Brian says, love it, Hannah. Reaper says, that's crazy. I feel that though. I work, oh my God, 4:30 until 5 a.m. Oh my God, I cannot imagine being on the clock for my entire evening and all of the wee hours of the morning. That is wild, Reaper. Holy moly. Dirty Bird says, me too, Red Sox. Johnny Yeska says, I've seen some of those YouTubers' gyms. They're insane. I know. I dream of it. I look forward to the day of building my own, like, custom outfitted gym. Oh, it'll be so great. Okay, time to snag this pancake before I burn it. My spatula is over here. Oops. Let's see, did I overdo it? No, looks good. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm loving the cook on this fry pan. It's like firm, it's a really good cook. Here, I'll just hold this pancake up for you. So yeah, it like got a nice cook on it, but it's not burned, which I try not to eat stuff that's burned. Snarky comments, drinking warm drinks or soothing tea, coffee, hot chocolate, soup broth. Yes, totally. Matthew Clark. That is what I love about coffee in the morning. It's the flavor, it's the warmth, and I'm not gonna lie, like the added caffeine obviously like is a helpful little boost. But I do love hot cocoa. I'm not drinking stuff just for like caffeine. And I do kind of like the wind down vibe of tea. Apology should be Buffalo's Stadium. Oh, gotcha, yabba dabba do. I like ginger lemon tea. Yes, me too, Travel and Art. Tea is the perfect after dinner drink. Yes, I'm converted. I think, let's blame it on Downton Abbey, although it's not just Downton Abbey, but I find that it's just such a nice thing after you've eaten something. Snarky comments, early morning tea is great. Okay, Dirty Bird. Thanks for sharing. Chip Broadhead, is McDonald's coffee better than Starbucks? I wouldn't know because I don't think I've had McCafe, the McDonald's coffee. I don't know if I've ever had it, now that I think about it. Killin' Villain Dylan. That's your channel name. Killin' Villain. Hold on. Villain Killin' Dylan. I swapped it. How are you, Villain Killin' Dylan? Good to see you. There's always the Rocky Park and Railway Tracks workout. Oh God. Matthew Clark. Is the inside fluffy? Yes. So what I like about these pancakes is just letting them sit for a while after they've been cooked. And actually I'm gonna let most of these cool overnight. I'll wrap them. And next day, I think it's a Teff flour thing. That's what I've made these with. But if you let whatever it is that you baked with, the Teff flour, if you let it sit overnight, I feel like it gets even better the second day. Pancake number 2. So much stuff going on here, guys. All right. Wow, I love it, but it tastes really yummy. Oh, Rachel's here. Hello. Sorry, I was looking away. Late night pancakes, says Vaughn. Are those pancakes supposed to be healthy? Yes, they are. It's a healthier pancake recipe. Actually, let me grab the cookbook that I used. So this pancake recipe comes from this incredible cookbook called Run Fast, Eat Slow, written by 2 collegiate D1 runners, one of whom is an Olympic athlete. She competed in the Olympics in the marathon, I believe. And this is like food that they love to eat for running. And they made a recipe book, and this pancake recipe, whew, you guys just look at that. Look at that. So these are, these are Teff pumpkin pancakes. I don't add currants because I don't like currants, but yes, this is the recipe that I used for my pancakes, and it's so good. Okay, let me get caught up here. We've got Ernest saying I'm holding up well, not super strenuous. Okay, I think it'd be strenuous for many people, but definitely it sounds like you're not fazed by what seems like such a hard amount of work. Brian says, I love your accent. What's it called? I'm from the Midwest, but I don't think I have a strong Midwestern accent anymore, so I don't really know. I guess it's maybe a hodgepodge of accents at this point. Nicholas Kajati, thank you very much. Naeem, William Berry picked Vikings. Okay, Chica, finally made it to you. Hello. Yum, looks like pancakes. Ooh, Chica, okay, these pancakes, you will know, I have been reducing the amount of refined sugar and processed grains and stuff, but dude, Teff from Habesha Land will solve all of your problems because it's so hearty and has protein, and this pancake recipe is like the dream. If you're looking for something that's like like your typical IHOP, Denny's, Perkins pancakes that are just like wheat, flour, tons of sugar, maple syrup, these ones are way more redeeming, which is not surprising because the recipe is written by 2 very elite runners. So yeah, these, I did a recipe video featuring these pancakes, but they have Teff flour. I'll show you some other stuff that they have. So you have to use half a can for this recipe. So I'm gonna use the rest of this I used organic pumpkin puree that goes into the wet ingredients. They also have almond milk. I used a little bit of olive oil. I think there's 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. There's pumpkin spice, which gives them the most heavenly flavor ever. Yeah, I'm obsessed with these pancakes. Okay, Ernest is saying hi to Richie. Chip Broadhead says, Hannah's physical looks gorgeous. Her soul and personality are out of this world. Thank you, Chip Broadhead. Sorry, Chica, I know you said hi. I apologize, I'm delayed all of a sudden. Nicholas Kajati, is teff flour what you need to use to make Ethiopian bread injera? You nailed it. Yes, A+. This is the grain of Ethiopia, teff. And this is the grain that they use to make their flatbread, which is injera. West Philly Black, yes, pancakes at night. You got it right. But yeah, this pancake recipe, it is my favorite because, I mean, I know that traditional pancakes, they're so tasty, but they're also just like really refined, really high in sugar, not that good for you. And these ones are, I love it because it's like, I feel like I get a little nod to injera and Ethiopian food with the teff flour. It's my favorite flour. But it also has like autumn stuff. It's got the pumpkin spice, it's got the pumpkin puree. I put a little bit of vegan yogurt into the recipe. So you guys, it's so good. Can't recommend them highly enough. Brian says so fit healthy. Rated Frog, you made it. How are you, Rated Frog? Bill and Killa Dylan says I made some thin crispy ones and filled one with sausage and the other with berries. Okay. LOL, I've been in the army for 22 years. Yes, Ernest. So that is why nothing would faze you. Brian says, Hannah, you a chica. And syrup, of course. Okay, Bill and Kill and Dylan, Stone Papa Smurf. Everyone knows if you live in Minneapolis, you root for the Chicago Bears. Of course, right? Oh, man. That sounds so delicious. I know, Chica, like, these pancakes are clutch. They're so good. Willow Blue, thank you very much. That was my timer to flip my pancakes, so 1 sec. Oh, beautiful. You guys, I'm so pleased. I'm using my new cookware from LaBeouf, featured in the video I uploaded today. I'm using one of the pieces that I got from them to cook these pancakes, and it's working so well. Traveling Art, I like my pancakes soaked with maple syrup. Fair enough. I mean, maple syrup is amazing. Yabba Dabba Doo says, love to know your favorite ever film music. Oh, I like this question. Let me write this down. Like my favorite ever film score. Favorite film music. Or like soundtrack, how about that? Oof. Oh my gosh, my head is exploding with ideas. Wow. Oh my god, this is really, really hard. Yabba Dabba Doo, this is a great trivia question. Oh my god. I'm struggling with this because I'm thinking through so many that I love. Wow. Okay. All right, Travel and Art says, ha, Matthew Clark, I'm in Chicago at my company's truck terminal, and I think I'm getting all your rain, wind, and light. Yep, I think you would be. I mean, I'm no meteorologist, but that makes sense, because we, just for the last, like basically all of this weekend, just this past weekend, it was crazy storms. I remember middle of the night, either Friday into Saturday or Saturday into Sunday, I woke up and I didn't check my phone and I fell back asleep, but I just heard a loud thunder clap and I was like, whoa, something's going on tonight. Rated Frog is waving to Rachie. Thank you, Willow Blue. Thank you, Brian. Tactics says Da Bears. We got, oh, Travel Vlogger, hello, how are you? Hey, Cherry Girl, what's up? You looking pretty with those cherry earrings. Oh, thank you. It's great to see you here again. Reaper, thank you for sending the 100 gift. Reminder, if you spam, you get booted. Martin Sanchez, good to see you. Kai is here. Hi, Kai. Let's see. Oliveira. No spamming. Yep, spamming and you're gone. LaBeouf is great looking cookware. Thank you, Lisa. I'm so happy. I need to do like a showcase of the cookware that I did. And if you guys haven't seen it, I posted a video today, early. I posted it last night for members, but everyone can see it now. Yeah, my most recent collab was with this awesome cookware company. This is the third time I got to collaborate with them. The first, I feel like I just want to like show you all of the stuff that they sent me. So I'll show you the stuff I got for the first 2 collabs. All right, so for collab number 1, they sent me this stainless steel saucepan with a lid. I've been loving it. And then for collab number 2, they sent me this massive frying pan, also stainless steel, no nonstick coating, no toxic chemicals, no PFAs. You can see Laboff right there, hopefully, on the bottom. Yeah, and then I'll show you the stuff I got for the 3rd collaboration. All right, timer for pancake number 2. Yum. Okay, Lisa Martin Sanchez, internet experts, Brad, Cheerios, good nights, Aaron Ozturk, Reaper sent a bunch of 100 gifts, thank you Reaper. Rated Frog with the praise hands. Reaper, does that count as spam? I was just thinking that, no, obviously that is not gonna count as spam. Martin Sanchez, Gianni, hello, doing good, how are you Gianni? Timothy Peters, great to see you. Travel Vlogger says, red mill flour I use every day for my brownies, nice. Chip Broadhead said, and Hannah's smile is the thunder, lightning always lighting up the skies. Sweet. Spamming or trolling has no effect on her, so if you do it, you're just wasting your time. Yeah. Well, and it also helps me. It helps my metrics because it's showing engagement with my channel. So I don't know what you're trying to do. Matthias, hello. Mike is here. Mr. Irfi. Matthew Clark says, when a recipe calls for eggs, what do you use in its place? I have 2 substitutes for eggs. I'll show you, okay, I don't have a pancake on my skillet, so I'll show you the 2 substitutes for eggs right now. All right, so you can either make what's called a flax egg, where you take 2 tablespoons of flax meal, and then you add, I think it's, to make 1 egg substitute, it's like something like 1 tablespoon of flaxseed meal and maybe 2.5 tablespoons of water, and then you mix it together and just let it sit for a bit. So I like to either make a flax egg as a substitute for eggs, or once again, Bob's Red Mill to the rescue. Bob's Red Mill brand sells this egg replacer powder. So similarly, you scoop 1 tablespoon of this powder and you mix it with 2 tablespoons of water for every egg you're trying to replace in brownies, cupcakes, whatever. So for this recipe, actually, the original cookbook recipe does call for 1 egg. It's either 1 or 2. And instead of putting in an egg, because I don't eat them, I made, I think it was 2 eggs actually. I think I did 2 flax meal eggs to replace the real eggs. And I love the way that these have turned out. All right, so back with the pancakes. I'm doing well, thanks for asking, says Gianni. Thank you, Brad. I've had this shirt forever. Oh man, have you ever had a mayonnaise peanut butter? No, I probably am not gonna ever have that. 80GD, the Zanman Xander. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. Martin Sanchez, Yes, I have cooked wild rice before. Sliding Edge, hello. Music scoring versus soundtrack can vary widely. Difference between Hans Zimmer and John Williams. I think I'm gonna do like movie soundtrack just to keep it simple. I don't want to get too technical in my poll question. Sea bass. Exodus whole food. Rapro says Hannah. Surendryadov, I think I have a crush on you. Chip Broadhead, you look at the ingredients for the flax meal, etc. for egg replacements. Yes, I do like to see like what's going on in whatever I purchase. If it's not straight out of the produce section, like a full whole food. What are your thoughts on the band Blink-182? I know some of their like really popular songs, but I don't know enough about them to really have an opinion. Martin Sanchez says, I made some. Nice. Last time I had wild rice, I think was up north. When would that have been? Probably in June. I went up north for a 5K race and I visited my uncle and he cooked a casserole with wild rice and it's so tasty. All right, pancake time, guys. Woo. All right, Surendryov, I work out every single day. Yafa, good to see you. How are you? Yes, I've eaten Arabic food. Yummy. Ooh, it's got a nice little spicy kick to it. I'm drinking this ginger tea. And I love this brand of tea. It's Yogi brand. You can also buy it at Target. Pop Shucks, hello. What did you eat? The name of the Arabic food. I ate falafel and mujadara and tabbouleh and hummus and pita. So many Arabic foods. Fernandorios. I don't know what that is. Oh, I know what I was going to show you guys. So, my collaboration that I had today for my Monday video. So I got several pots and pans. I got this big old frying wok pan, again from Labaf. I'll show you where it has the brand name. Right here at the front, I think you can see it. Right there. And yeah, so there's this big one. There's also this very large soup pot. Again, it says Labaf on the front. These are very, very lightweight, which is nice for me. And then there is a very cute little saucepan. So you could make like a pasta sauce in here. You could do a lot of stuff. I appreciate that. You got great shape. Thank you, Surendryadov. Alex, you have thrown. What's the difference between Teff and whole wheat flour? They look kind of similar. So Teff is gluten-free, wheat is not. I would say Teff is like higher in protein. Let's see how Teff and wheat flour compare. Wheat flour versus Teff flour. Let's see. Teff flour, which is native to Ethiopia, naturally gluten-free, rich in fiber, iron, and other minerals, making it a good choice for those with gluten sensitivities or iron deficiency. Wheat flour, I just don't think it has as much going on in it. Fiber, yeah, wheat flour has less fiber. I believe Teff has more protein than regular wheat flour. I think this is just, I would call it like a heartier flour. Like it's more nutrient dense than traditional wheat flour, which you find in a lot of stuff in the United States. I'm not saying don't eat wheat flour, but I think this is just like it's so tasty already, and it's so good for you that I'm like, heck, I'll eat it every single day. Thank you, Yafa. Wow, these foods are very popular among Arabs. Yes, I know. Nick, hello. The wok pan looks literally fire. Isn't it huge? Alfonso Milligan. Yafa says, I loved this. Pop Shooks. No, luckily Pop Shooks, all of the cookware that I was sent is non-toxic, no chemicals, no coatings. So thank God for that. Hamishikail, thank you, Yafa. Surendraya Dav. I am 31, almost 32. Spencer Montgomery, hello. How have you been? Yes, NC, round of applause for NC. Thank you for using your member's badge or your special member milestone chat. That is so, like, how has it already been 5 months? That's crazy. Thank you for being a member for 5 months, NC. NC, yes. Why wouldn't it let me comment at you? That's so weird. Let me refresh my browser. I'm trying to comment back at you, NC. Why did it, well, what? Sorry, my TV show got bumped. That's weird. NC 201, yay. Thank you so much for being a member for 5 months. All right, Spencer Montgomery, how have you been? Bean Juice Bars, Class 21. My favorite team is the Minnesota Vikings, says Bean Juice Bars. Okay, never mind, my TV show is still going. Lisa in AZ, Lisa, is there a need to adjust cooking temperature or time with the Teff flour? So far, I think it's more a matter of the cookware that I've used. Some of my cookware cooks things way too quickly, and then I'll end up like almost burning the outside of the pancake, and then the inside is still underdone. But luckily with this skillet I'm using, I found that, yeah, Teff, like the Teff pancakes, which I've made a lot, I don't really have to tinker around too much with the heat. It's pretty similar to what I would be using, or what I would be adjusting the heat to with regular pancakes. Flexis1, thank you. Spencer says, Hannah, I hope you've been doing well. Yes, it's been a busy and tiring summer, but a good summer. Chip Broadhead, how do you rate Ethiopian food compared to American food and English food? Oh my God, no comparison. Oh my God. Yeah, like there would, in no universe would I ever choose American food or English food over Ethiopian food, ever. Yeah, it's so good. So good. Who's emailing me so late? One sec, guys. All right. Just a little housekeeping message. I am gonna close this poll question because I want to get along to whatever the one that Yabba Dabba Doo had. Oh, favorite film soundtrack. So end poll, let's see. Nick says my favorite kind of food is probably Mexican. Robert Arnson, good to see you, Robert. Okay, poll question for tonight. Guess my favorite NFL team. 31% said Green Bay Packers. I do really, really love the Green Bay Packers, but they're not my favorite. Then in second place, it was Minnesota Vikings. Home state, Minnesota. Love the Vikings. They're not my favorite though. Chicago Bears. 25% of you guessed Chicago Bears, and it is the Chicago Bears. So congrats to the 1/4 of you who got it right. Michael Schultz said hi. Kelsey Phelps says Chiefs. Nice. Chronicles of Josiah. Spencer Montgomery saw you before. All right, I gotta think about how I'm gonna ask this next question because it's like something about, yeah, like which equipment. I have to think about this. Which things would I not have in my dream gym? Ooh, Saratoga, amazing. Thank you so much for gifting 5 Hand and Health memberships. I appreciate it. And there's some new members content, so members, go and check out your members only videos. Torian Watson, hello, how have you been? Let's see. Chronicles of Josiah, Michael Schultz says go Chiefs. Sam, who's already a member, Class 21. Lloyd Daly, William O'Shaughnessy. Is it Jamer Khan Yilmaz? And Yeshua Orleans got memberships. Welcome, new 5. William Berry, I'm sad that you didn't get a membership because you just came in after the 5 got the memberships. Meat is less prevalent in less developed countries, so they've had to be creative with less of it. Yes, very true. Matthew Clark says, if you ever decided to raise money for a certain cause, you could get with the city for a taste of health where you have a party in the park with a bunch of veggie and vegan food trucks. Yes, there are so many ways to like, I never want to have the vibe of people think I'm trying to convert or really be pushy about stuff because I think that actually pushes people away. But just, I want people to realize that you can eat veggies in such tasty ways, and it doesn't always have to be just this gross, boring, under-seasoned, steamed, just thing that you end up throwing out at the end of a meal. Chronicles of Josiah. Sage is really freaking cool. I like that username. All right, time to grab pancake number 3. Beautiful pancake. Check that out. Oh, almost lost it, but there you go. Oh, look at that texture, you guys. Look at the color. So pretty. I wanted to say thank you so much to Saratoga 21. Sarah, why will it not let me comment at people? This is so strange. Saratoga. I wonder if they're not here anymore. Saratoga 21, thank you so much for gifting 5 new memberships to my channel. I love it. And I love it because I just today, midday, posted a new blooper reel that only members can see. I post my bloopers from all of my videos exclusively for my members. So that just went up today. If you haven't seen it yet, check out the blooper reel that I posted. I hope you had a lovely Monday. Yes, NC, it's been a really nice Monday. So woke up, went to work. I actually had an informational interview. There's someone who applied to my company and wanted to know more about like what my experience has been like. So I had a really nice 1-hour informational interview today. So that was fun, just like getting to talk to someone who doesn't know like what I do for work day to day, and I could talk about the details. And then I had a team meeting later in the day, got some stuff done, logistics for this coming, like the week ahead. What else? Oh, and then I was done with work, and then my childhood best friend, the one whose wedding I went to back in May and did a vlog about, she is in town for a little over a week. So we got together and just went for a walk after work, and then came back here, ate some dinner, watched some Downton, and then hopped on the live stream. So it's been a really full and a really fun Monday. Also, my mom swung by my place because I have some groceries I wasn't gonna get to and use. So I was like, I don't want to throw out perfectly good food. Would you take this off of me? So got to see my mom briefly today and drop off some ingredients. Do I have? Okay, no, I don't have a pancake on there. Sam said hi. I did see you. Chronicles of Josiah. Sage is really freaking cool. Brian Middleton saw you. I'm doing great. Had a very lovely Monday. And you guys, it's crazy. I feel like Monday is the new hump day for me. Monday, like once Monday is done, I feel like the next 4 days just go so fast. That is what it's felt like to me lately. How about you, Brian Middleton? How are you doing today? I see we've got John Puntney here. You are, I think, the second mod I've seen tonight. My sister was here, and now I see you. How have you been, John? So glad to see you. Traveling Scott is here. Hello, Jason Todd. Just making some Teff pancakes. I've got 3 so far. These are Teff pumpkin puree, pumpkin spice pancakes. They're made with Teff flour, which I want like every American to know about because this flour is so dang delicious. This is native to Ethiopia. That's where my dad is from. And traditional Ethiopian flatbread, which you use to eat all your food, is made with Teff flour. And it's an ancient grain. Ethiopians have been using this for thousands of years to make their food. And it's bomb. I grew up eating Ethiopian food because my dad's Ethiopian, and yeah, it's just so good. So I highly recommend you guys try it out. Shakendar Ali is here. Shivaraj, I'm doing good. Gary Kanoff is here. Adam, good to see you again. How are you, Adam? Travel and Art, Wednesday is my hump day. I know, traditionally Wednesday is hump day because it's the middle of the week, but lately, these weeks have been rolling by so quickly that I feel once Monday is done, it feels like the rest of the week rolls by so quickly. Tweeble to Hope, hello. Yes, I had a really lovely day today. Really good day at my 9 to 5. And then my childhood best friend is in town for about a week and a half. And we met up after work today and went for a nice walk. It was beautiful this evening. It was humid, so my hair is definitely humidity hair, but it was just like 80 degrees, sunny, nice breeze. So we went for a walk, and then, yeah, I came home. Doing good, Hannah. How are you doing? I'm doing great, John. Can't complain. Let's see. Oops, my computer's gonna die here. Surendryadov, I do not have kids. Nope. John Puntney, also the Weird Al concert was last. Yes! Oh my god! What was that like? Any surprises? Anything you didn't expect? Okay, let me ladle on another pancake just to keep this going. Evan Schroeder, of course I remember you, yes. How have you been? It's been a while. Joseph Hernandez, how was your late night pancakes last night? Good, I didn't end up eating them. I actually saved them for today. So I ate them throughout the day. I'm currently making some more. I think I've got maybe 3 pancakes left. Oops, I forgot to set my timer. All right. Evan Schroeder, yes. John Puntney with the tofu, Cristiano, Minnesota, and Catalina Crunch member emojis. I gotta think of, okay, next trivia question. I gotta put it in for you. William Ara Moana, good to see you. Chip Broadhead, would you ever go diving with the dolphins and the sharks? I think I'll pass. I've never liked aquatic life. I loved Steve Irwin as a child, and then I just remember even going to the aquarium as a kid before Steve Irwin passed away. I just did not like the stingrays. They creeped me out. I remember seeing their long barbed tail and thinking like, man, I am not gonna touch that thing. That is so unsettling. And then when Steve Irwin passed away from, I believe it was a stingray, it was something like that. I was like, I don't wanna deal with stingrays. I don't wanna deal with sharks. I don't wanna deal, like, my worst nightmare is getting into the ocean to go swimming, and then by some accident, say I step on like a sharp piece of glass that's on the beach, or I just poke myself and then I start bleeding a little bit. Blood is like catnip for sharks, okay? Like oh my God, and then it's like the sharks smell it in the water. I don't know. I could maybe do swimming with dolphins, but it would have to be some kind of enclosed tank. I don't want to go anywhere near a whale. Whoa, Kirby. I look up and I see that you're going wild with the YouTube gifts, the 100 gifts and the happy poop gifts, which are my favorite. Love to see it. Also, Kirby, again, thank you. Congratulations for hitting 3K subscribers on your channel. The 1K, every 1K milestone is so freaking exciting. So really happy for you, Kirby. Evan Schroeder, Chip Broadhead, DJ Fly, just making some pancakes on this Monday night. How are you? William Barry says stingrays are really cool. Yes, I admire the majestic beauty of aquatic life at a distance. Like, I've been to plenty of aquariums. I've seen dolphins, I've seen sharks, I've seen eels, I've seen all kinds of fish, seahorses, angler fish, whatever those things are called. I think aquatic life is really important for nature, whatever. It's just, I don't want to be in the water with the animals that live there. Like, no thank you. I will pass. All right. I feel like we should have a name for this, like the gift spamming. It's like a good kind of spamming. Kirby just gift spammed, which is great. John Puntney, yes, the concert did have 1 or 2 surprises. He did his polka of the #1 songs each year since his last album, and it included cartoon images of Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, and Billie Eilish? Whoa, that's okay. You've piqued my interest, John Puntney. Yep, Matthew Clark, stingray barb straight to the chest. Oh my God. Oh gosh, I feel like that has haunted me ever since I learned of Steve Irwin's death as a child. It completely put me off of ocean life. I was like, if I had any reservations about going into the ocean with all these sea creatures, now I am very much just not interested in going back. Kirby says, my sister got stung by a stingray. No. Oh, Kirby, oh my God, that sounds, any kind of bad sea life encounter is the stuff of nightmares for me. I think what really unsettles me being in the ocean, because I've been in the ocean, I think twice in my life, and I just don't, it's like you're in this vast body of water and you can't see all the stuff that's under the water. To me, that's super stressful because you don't know if something's swimming toward you. If you're gonna swim in this direction, you're headed for bad news. Oh my God, I just don't like it. I like being able to see, because for example, if you're in the forest, if you're camping in the forest, you're probably gonna be able to hear or see a moose coming at you, a bear, like not always, but I just feel like in terms of being able to spot potential predators and problems in nature, being on land for me is like 10 times out of 10 the preferred option over being in the ocean, and you have no idea what's swimming underneath you, what's swimming next to you. I do not like that about the ocean. Yuck. Michael says, I will donate 100. Michael Schultz, I don't blame you. I won't go swimming in the ocean either. I don't want to go swimming where I might get eaten. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Like, devil's advocate could say, well, people go camping where they could be eaten. But I'm like, okay, yeah, but when you go camping, there's ways to prepare for, I would say, in specific bears. Like there's bear spray, there's ways to store your food. You're supposed to store it like high up where they can't smell it. You can carry weapons with you. It's just, I'm like, there's ways to like prevent or fight off the problem if you're on land, if you're dealing with some kind of land predator. But forget about the sharks and the stingrays and, oh my God, no. All of it is just such a nope for me. These are not chocolate pancakes CL, these are actually Teff pancakes made with Teff flour, which is a grain from Ethiopia in East Africa. I'm gonna go flip the fourth one. I absolutely love these pancakes. It's my favorite pancake recipe. I'm thinking of making these pancakes on my live stream, on my 24-hour live stream. Let me throw that in as the quick, like, 2-second trivia question. Who can tell me when my 24-hour live stream is? Is it August 18 to 19, August 20 to 21, August 25 to 26, or August 30 to 31? You guys should all get this right. Let's see, Kirby, thank you, Hannah, and you found a very old video on my channel, the Lipton Tea Cow, LOL. It was recommended to me, actually, Kirby. I don't know why it was in particular, but I was on my phone today and I was like, oh, that looks so cute. John Puntney says, also Weird Al had a few other entertaining surprises, like misdirecting the audience into thinking corporate made him do a PowerPoint only to be his mission statement song with business buzzwords. Yes, oh my God. As someone who's worked in corporate America, let me tell you, the buzzwords are freaking annoying as heck. It's just like, let's circle back to this and let's massage this email language. Let's, I'm trying to think of the most irritating buzzwords I've heard. Let's close the loop on that. Oh God, I need to make a list, because you start to hear them over and over and you kind of get used to them and you're like, God, I hear these all the time. But that is amazing that he made a song about business buzzwords, because I think everyone can listen to that and just cringe, because it's just like, what does that even mean? Like, what are you actually saying with this phrase? William Barry, snorkeling is amazing in the kelp beds here in Southern California. Ooh, something I would never do. Literally in the weeds, underwater. Nope, I'll pass. But it sounds, I would love to see footage if someone went down and had like a GoPro or like a video camera. I'd love to see that footage, because I do think aquatic life is beautiful. Like I said before, I just don't want to be in the aquatic life. I will watch documentaries and I will go on a boat, and I would go whale watching. I would be on a boat and go out, you know, on the coast of Alaska and look for whales. But I don't want to be in the water with the sea creatures. Orado, hello. Reed Michalak. Kirby says, it's my username, John. 1989, Texas, 2008. Kirby, that's awesome, just subscribed. Yes, I love it. Lloyd Daly says, the water is a dangerous playground. That has always been, even as a kid, it's always been how I felt. Ugh. I mean, it feels, I think to me it feels similar to being, like, say if you like wandered into the woods at night. Like, visibility, you can't see anything. You don't know what's coming at you. So it's like, that's, oh yeah, the ocean is just so huge, and there's all this stuff like swimming around in it, and you just can't see it. Kirby says thank you to John for subscribing. William Barry says I got bit on my cheap Chinese slippers by a big rattlesnake. Wow, 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 wow. It didn't go all the way through. I still have them with the tiny pinholes. Aren't you lucky, William Barry? Man, that is, I've like watched footage of people getting bit by different animals, and ooh, a snake bite looks so just freakish and horrible and nightmarish. I never in my life want to know what it's like to get bitten by a snake, ever. I'm glad you are wearing those slippers, William. ABC, Alphabet all the way to Z. Guten Abend, wir gehen nachts gerne Nachtschwimmen und was? Okay, have fun. Viel Spaß beim Nachtschwimmen. Sir Johnny Bravo, hey Hannah, where's Aquaman when you need him? Yeah, I mean, I guess I could have Aquaman with me to conquer my fear of the seas, but ugh. Yeah, my sister, I leave it to her. She loves the ocean and aquatic life. Kirby, I usually go shoulder deep in the ocean, and I don't know why I can barely swim. Oh no, risking it, Kirby. Chip Broadhead, what about the spiders and the bats of camping experience? Do these not put you off? Chip Broadhead, great point. I've gone camping maybe like 3 times in my life, and I would say 3 times was enough. I wouldn't say I'll never go camping again, but in the times that I have gone camping, the whole time, I just remember thinking to myself, this is my vacation. I'm supposed to be relaxing and unwinding from all the busy work I'm doing at my job, and I'm out here sweaty, getting bitten by mosquitoes, getting sticky with bug spray, checking for ticks, checking for spiders, checking for any kind of critters coming out of the woods, pitching my tent, sleeping on the ground. I was like, why am I doing this on my vacation? Like, this is so much work. It's not comfortable. I'm not sleeping well, not nearly as well as I sleep on a mattress at home. And I'm getting all these bug bites. Oh my God, one time I got chiggers, you guys. Those things are absolutely horrible. I had like these nasty red welts on my legs for the entire summer. You don't notice that they're biting you right away, and then afterwards you start itching, and then they just swell up into like mega bug bites. I think I'll go camping again in my life. I wouldn't ever just be like, I'm never going camping, but man, I see why my parents never like took us camping, because my mom grew up on a farm and my dad grew up in third world Africa, and I think between the two of them, they're like, why would we ever, after working our butts off to, you know, make it, like, get a nice house in the suburbs and like have, you know, a good amount of money, just, we have a comfortable suburban American life and we grew up not having these things. Why would we ever go back to the dirt and the bugs and all the nasty stuff? And I think I see why now as an adult. I'm just like, I see no point. And I also think people in developing countries that are really poor and have to live in pretty dirty conditions probably look at Americans and they're like, why do people in first world countries do this to themselves? Like, they should enjoy their hotels, they should enjoy their laundry, they should enjoy their air conditioning, they should enjoy having a refrigerator. Like, I respect people who do the full camping thing and they love it, but it's just not for me. No. That was a long rant about camping. Oh no, someone's wrong on the poll question already. The new people, LOL, yep. Yep, right on, Kirby. Chip Broadhead, surfing is for you. I wouldn't do surfing. Too scary. John Puntini says, well said, Kirby. Sebastian is in Argentina. Bruce is coming, says Chip Broadhead. Oh, yuck. Bruce the shark, you mean, from Finding Nemo? Michael Schultz says, look what happened at Sea World with killer whales. Exactly, Michael Schultz. Yep, there's some stuff I just can't ever forget or unsee. That's just really disturbing with aquatic life. All right, let me throw on a quick, additional pancake. Okay, messy, says Kirby. William Berry, water is no more dangerous than snowboarding. I'm gonna disagree with you on that one big time. Traveling Art, you ever heard of the documentary I Shouldn't Be Alive? It's about survivors of environments in nature. I think I have heard of that, but I've never watched it. Sir Johnny of Bravo says, on holiday in Tobago, went on a glass bottom boat to the middle of the sea to go snorkeling and see the coral reefs and fishes. I think I would do that. I would be on a boat. I think the glass would freak me out a little bit, but yes, I think it would be really, really cool, to see into the depths of the ocean. Traveling Art, I used to live watching that series. Okay, that was Kirby. John Puntini says, speaking of animals, okay, I did set my timer. Speaking of animals, I'm usually not afraid of spiders, but I had a scare at a DoorDash delivery yesterday. Oh no. When I walked into a spider web and it landed on my arm. Glad I didn't get bit. Yep. Oh my gosh, John. I had a similar, it wasn't me, it was actually my mom, but I was at my parents' house on, it was Thursday night last week. I was going over to play cards and, oh, it was so icky. So my mom, the back door to my parents' house has two doors. There's an inside door and an outside door. And my mom was going to let their pet dog out to go to the bathroom. So she goes to it's the side door. So she goes to the side door, opens up the inside door, and there's this big old fat, nasty black spider. I don't know what it is, the biggest spider I've ever seen in my life. But she opened the door and then was just like gonna go forward and open the outside door, and she stopped herself right as she was about to go face first into this big nasty spider that was hanging on a web. And I'm telling you, the speed with which that spider just crawled back up its web and then slunk into a corner was the stuff of nightmares. It was so large. I was like, I don't think I knew we had spiders. I guess, yeah, we do have big spiders here in Minnesota, but I have never, ever encountered a spider that large in my life. And then, oh my God, she got and then of course you have like my dad who doesn't care. And so my dad came up and he literally just with his hand, he just goes like this and like bats the spider like away and down. And I'm just like, oh my God, the fact that you did that with your hands, I can't even. Yuck. Oh. William Berry says, close calls are just a fact of life. If you survive them, it's like you've been reborn. Yep. I think about this from time to time, William, where every time, well, even in your own home, you're not guaranteed to be safe all the time. People have roofs that come down, there's house fires, there's explosions. It's like, even in your own home, you're not 100% safe. But when you leave your house any given day, it's just like something could happen to you. Like just a freak event, you could get hit by something, you could have someone attack you. It's just like nothing's ever guaranteed. So I just think about that from time to time. Like you just go about your life and odds are you'll be fine, but you hope that nothing bad will happen to you. When nature calls, you answer, it says Traveling Art. Interesting. Boo Boo says, I still miss you. Glad you're here. 44 Carbine said hi. Dora the Explorer or Hannah the Internet Explorer. I like that. Danya William Barry, snorkeling in Tobago sounds fun. It does. Ariane Rajesh is here. David is a Jedi. Okay. Michael Schultz, plus I heard there is a flesh-eating bacteria in the ocean. Yep. I'm gonna pass. Like I feel the same way about going into the depths of the Amazon rainforest. Like I've read all about it, had to do like a 3rd grade, elementary school project on the rainforest creatures, the monkeys, the frogs, all the bugs, all the trees. And it's amazing. Like I want to protect the Amazon. There's amazing things that come from the Amazon, whatever. But I feel no need to go to the Amazon rainforest. I do not want to have any encounters with the creatures and the plants and all the stuff that is in the Amazon rainforest. Like, no. Nope, I'm good just letting that be. Tip Top Health said hi. Great to have you here, Tip Top Health. Chip Broadhead says watching the eagles and owls would be for you, or maybe seeing the crocodiles sunbathing. Yes, well, we get, actually, here in Minneapolis, we have a lot of bald eagles that fly over our lakes because they fish in they're hunting for fish in the lakes. So you can see bald eagles flying all the time, year round in Minneapolis, and probably other parts of the state too. I can only speak for this part. Yeah, the wildlife here is crazy. So I'm very pleased with the nature that I've gotten to see just in Minnesota, and I don't feel the need to encounter like really dangerous animals. Luckily, we do not have grizzly bears in Minnesota. We have black bears, and generally speaking, they're dumpster divers. They're like large raccoons. They're scaredy cats, so you're supposed to actually make a lot of noise and clap your hands and yell at them, and they'll usually run away. Obviously, if there's cubs involved, like, don't go near it. But yeah, I'm grateful that we do not have grizzly bears, because grizzly bears absolutely terrify me, you guys. Gianna Forever saying anniversary. Yes, it's almost time. Matthew Clark says, if Spider could understand English, they would be appalled at all the insulting talk about them. I know. I try not to just kill things out of fear, but spiders are so scary to me. And it's funny too, when you think about just the size comparison, like the size of a spider, even the one that I saw last week at my parents' place, like maybe the size of maybe it was like the size of a quarter. But then like you take that compared to the size of a human being, and we're so much bigger, and yet we're so afraid, like so many people are afraid of spiders. Ned Kavazi from Bosnia, so cool. We're talking about all kinds of animals. We've been talking about the animals, the creatures that live in the ocean. I'm very afraid of the ocean. I've been to the ocean. I can swim. I like swimming, but I do not like swimming in the ocean because I'm afraid of the animals that could sting me or bite me, or I don't know, just do something painful. And we've also been talking about other animals. Jason Todd, gonna save me a plate. Nope. Dave is here. PLQM. Gianna Forever. Burn Fire Flowers, says Dave. It's the 30th to the 31st. Yes. It looks like still August 30th to 31st is getting the most votes. But that's good to see. Of course, sure enough, the first option is getting a sizable chunk. Kirby says, any encounters with plate-sized spiders and bus-sized snakes, LOL. No, thank you. Never in my life. I hope I don't ever have to deal with that. James, I'm doing good. How are you? Riley, love rainy days. Inside Out Girl is also from Minnesota. Huh, okay. Chris Berry, hello. Is there any dangerous animals in Minnesota? Yeah, of course. I mean, we have wolves, we have bobcats, we have moose, We have, I mean, black bears can be dangerous if, you know, they're with their cubs or if it has a disease and it's acting aggressively. Yeah, I would say wolves, bobcats, and moose are probably the most dangerous things. I'd need to look at snakes though, and spiders. I think we've got a few scary like critters, but I'm thinking of like the big forest animals. Caprian is here. Hi, Caprian Powell. Sir Johnny of Bravo, imagine exploring the Amazon jungle. I would need an Iron Man suit first. Oh yeah. Yep. I remember as a kid in grade school, we had a rainforest unit and we got to learn about all these different animals that live in the Amazon rainforest. And I will never forget learning about poison dart frogs. And in my kid brain, I remember thinking, I was like, well, so what do you do if you're just walking in the Amazon rainforest? Because there's like native tribes that live in the Amazon. I was like, what do you do if you're walking and then you feel something poke you and you realize that a poison dart frog has just spat a dart at you and now it's like in your body? Oh my God, no. Yeah, I would need some kind of like ultra like biohazard hazmat suit before going into the Amazon rainforest, because I would be so terrified of anything I might step on, anything I might come across and piss off, and then it would either bite me, spit something at me, chase me. No. I have never had a nature encounter that I can remember where I actually got chased by something, and I would never want that to happen in the Amazon rainforest. Dexterity says a lot of hawks flying around my state, Illinois. Yes, beautiful. It's Edits says we have some dangerous animals in Florida. Ooh, some of my favorite content to watch on YouTube is, what is it? I think it's Swamp Encounters of the PGA Tour. And they show these pro golfers in their fancy Lacoste, you know, outfit and their gloves and their irons, whatever. And then it's like these gators just come out of the water and then the golfer is like, oh my God, like running away. And some of these gators, they're just like walking on these golf courses and it's just like, some of the stuff I see in Florida, I'm like, dude, the animals that live down there, I don't know. I would be pretty scared. I think I would react and like the locals would laugh at me because I'd probably scream, I'd probably run away. Because I'm not used to anything like that. I'll get to John's comment in just a second. I don't want to forget this pancake behind me. Plate full of pancakes. Ah, love it. Yay. Okay. John Puntini said, I remember South Park poking fun at efforts to save the Amazon rainforest. Oh no. In 2010, that included Jennifer Aniston making a cameo appearance. Can't stop thinking about it when people bring up the Amazon. Fair enough, yes. Tip Top Health, how was your Monday? Mine was smooth and quick. That is exactly how I would describe my Monday, Tip Top Health. I feel like it went really quickly, but it was also a really full Monday. So I woke up, I went to work, I had an informational interview where someone had reached out to my company and wanted to know more about what we do. So for an hour, I just was on a call. It was a virtual call, and I was like talking about my job and what we do. And then I had a team meeting. We have a weekly meeting as a team, as a project team on Mondays. And then finished up work. It was pretty chill. And then my childhood best friend is in town for a week and a half, and so she and I got together after we were done working today and went for a walk and just caught up. So that was really fun. But it went really quickly, and I'm like, dang, Mondays, I feel like Mondays, once you've got them under your belt, it's like, I got this week. I got the rest of this week, no problem. Kirby says, and the giant gators walking on the green. It's hilarious. I live for the swamp encounters. Sorry, I missed some comments up here. Tip Top Health, William Barry says gators are cool. I completely agree. Riley loves rainy days, never killed a spider before anyway. I definitely did as a kid because I was so scared of them. It's Edit says I like the pool a lot more. Me too. Hi, Icky Mod. How have you been? Tip Top Health says they discover a new killer whale in Antarctica. Oh, great. Love it. Here with the Minnesota and Cherry member emojis. Chip Broadhead. Oh, no. Yuck. The spider emojis. Icky. Moose, the most dangerous. They're so beautiful. I love moose so much, but they are very dangerous. Like, I've never had an encounter with a moose before, and I don't think I want one because I think they can just, I mean, those things can just destroy you. BMG Dawn, all bears are dangerous. True. However, there are different responses based on the bear. So it's black, fight back. So black bear, you want to fight back, yell at it, make a lot of noise. Brown, get down. If it's a brown bear, grizzly bear, just cover your spine and your neck and your head and hope that it doesn't revenant you. And then if it's a polar bear, the phrase is white good night, because it's just like game over. There's very little likelihood if a polar bear is coming at you, you're not gonna make it out of that. Kuro Kiura, hello. It's Edit says at my old house there was a raccoon living in my attic. Oh, I think raccoons are very cute. However, I never go near them. Whenever I've seen a few just like running around the streets every now and then. Again, dumpster divers, they love trash. But I never go near them because they often carry disease, and if it's a rabid animal, like, bad news. Sir Johnny Bravo, what about Paddington Bear? I love Paddington Bear. Paddington Bear is adorable. William Barry says, have you heard the spooky sound of a loon? Oh yeah, we have them all over the place here in Minneapolis. I hear them all the time. I love loons, and the call is super beautiful. Reaper, why so many wrong answers? It's my theory. My theory is that people who are scrolling through the live stream and they quickly look at the poll, they pick the first thing they see, and then they scroll on. So the reason why the first option always gets either the most or a large chunk is because of these scroll by viewers who just pick the first thing and then they leave. Looks like Reaper sent some 100 jewels. Thank you so much. BMG Dawn, capybaras. I've heard of capybaras. Wolves are the worst. They're pack hunters. Yeah, wolves. I love wolves. I think they're so beautiful. I just love like canine animals, but I would hate to have a wolf encounter in the wild. That would be absolutely terrifying. Koalas is BMG Dawn. Reaper with the squirrel emojis. That's my favorite animal. Ruben Wong. John Puntney, yes, I remember learning about poison dart frogs in elementary school. Stuff of nightmares. Chip Broadhead says, Paddington Bear is the only bear to have lunch with the late Queen of England. Oh, so sweet. Donatus Okechukwu, hello. It's Edits. If you ever come to Florida, you should go to the Showcase of Citrus. I've never heard of that before. Kirby says, and the giant gators walking on the green. Yep. So dang funny. I never get tired of the swamp encounter, like the PGA swamp encounter videos, where you're just like, that thing is a prehistoric dinosaur that's still on the earth. It's crazy. It's Edit says, rip Steve Irwin. Yes, I was very disturbed when I found out he passed away. I feel like I was either in like middle school or elementary school. It was just very scary the way he died. I just was like, yuck. It sounded so agonizing, and so it just made me so sad to think that he died in such a painful way. And I don't think he was with his family on that boat. Chip Broadhead, Imagine having a log fire in the living room. That's what I dream of. Chip Broadhead. My godmother has that, says it's edits. Danielle, good to see you. Thank you for commenting on my video earlier. Chris Berry, I got chased out of the water by a sea lion when I was surfing. Oh no. Jungle Thriving, happy Monday. Traveling Art, Monday fun days for you. Yes, indeed. Hi, you love those cherry earrings. Yes, Poke Spike Shop maybe. I wear these earrings on every single live stream because it's a tradition. Stuff Gaparai, your stories. Okay, honestly, love fishing but hate my luck. Fair enough. Ooh, my contact lenses are getting so dry. Vinny Philly is back. Hello. Sergey, how are you? Hello, Avery Rich. Raccoons are cool. I do like raccoons. I think they're kind of cute. They carry rabies. No, sometimes. Not always, but yeah, raccoons can have rabies. Ronnie the Raccoon. It was an easy poll tonight. I know. Danielle Urich. Yafa says it's 5 a.m. where they're at. El Rulo from Odessa, Texas. Hello. Sergains. I do my best to eat healthy. I'm not healthy 100% of the time. Michael Monsivai, still beautiful, wish to talk to you. Jewish basketball. Ronnie the Raccoon sent a happy poop for 10 jewels. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's edits. How did he die? It was a stingray barb. I think it pierced his heart. It went into his chest and it did enough damage that it killed him. Joke RE Gators at the golf course. Are you sure it wasn't the University of Florida diving team? Nice. Bishop Bullwinkle 3000. Hello. We have Nutria down here. I don't know what Nutria is. Aaron, hello. King Hazy, only Haze. Peace up. How are you? We have Nutrias in Oregon. What are Nutrias? Oh, those are cute. Oh my god, they look like little beavers. How precious. I don't know if we have those in Minnesota. It was a stingray stinging him in the heart. Oh, that's so sad. Ooh. Sir Johnny Bravo says, we went to see SeaWorld as a kid and loved it, went back as an adult and just felt bad and sad watching the animals. Yeah, I've had similar experiences where I loved stuff as a kid and then as an adult I'm like, man, this is sad. I know, it's edits, like terrible way to go. I've been to Texas but Houston. Avery Rich, I'm doing good. Yes, Yafa. It's edits, and it was for a second flight to Mexico. Rohit Bench is here. Favorite animal? Yafa. I got an emoji for that. Sorry to hear that, Avery Rich. All right, I'm gonna close the poll. Looks like you guys did good. End poll. Nice job, everybody. Jenna Forever, you got it. Squirrel is my favorite. I've been making pancakes, Avery Rich. Also, poll results. Who can tell me when the 24-hour live stream is gonna be? So you guys, I'm doing a 24-hour live stream on my channel, and it's gonna be the last 2 days of this month, August 30th and August 31st. So mark your calendar for the last weekend of August, also known as Labor Day here in the United States. That's when I'm doing my 24-hour live stream. I'm putting together an itinerary. Yes, thank you people for dropping it in the chat. Gianna Forever, it's edits. Yes, August 30th to 31st. That is the timeline. I'm just gonna say edits. All right. At least for Oregon, a lot of nutria were brought in from South America for alternative pets to beavers. Oh, they're now an invasive species. Well, that's not good. Kirby with the squirrel emojis. What non-pet animal would you have as a pet if you could? I would have a pet squirrel. Ghost the Insurmountable. Hello. Chip Broadhead. Red or gray ones? I would go with gray just because those are the ones I grew up with. I really want to go to Puerto Rico. I was born there, says Edits. Nice. Nick, I do sometimes wear makeup, but on special occasions. I would say I treat alcohol and makeup in the same category. I don't really drink or wear makeup unless it's a very special or formal occasion. So weddings or graduation parties, ceremonies. I feel like the occasion has to be like pretty formal for me to either wear makeup or drink alcohol. What kind of pancakes? Tyler Red, good to see you. I am making Teff flour pancakes. This is my favorite flour in the entire world. It's from Ethiopia, this grain called Teff. I'm Ethiopian, so I grew up eating this, and this has been used in Ethiopian cuisine for thousands of years. It's amazing. So I'm making pancakes with Teff flour, and I love the flavor of Teff. All right, I think I can get 2 like smaller pancakes out of this. Yeah. All right, BRB guys, one sec. Oh, itchy. Araparo says, see you then. Yes. Tyler Red, ever had a British pancake? I don't know if I've had a British pancake. I've had Irish pancakes, boxty, before, but I don't know if those are the same. Jungle Thriving, those injera look yummy. You've got the Teff flour and all. Yes. It's actually not injera. These are pumpkin spice Teff pancakes. But I do love using injera for anything I'm baking or cooking. So the African wildlife isn't for you? I wouldn't say that. I would definitely, I would be pretty terrified, not gonna lie, but certain things I would love to see in Africa. Yaffa, Chip Broadhead, that was you. Barry said hi. Sir Johnny Bravo, what would you name your pet squirrel? I don't know, I'd have to think about that. Probably Professor Oak. Because oak trees drop acorns, which I think squirrels eat, right? They'd probably eat those. And I like Pokemon, and Professor Oak was in Pokemon. So I would name my pet squirrel Professor Oak. John says, I would have a pet goose again if I could. Jungle Thriving Bob Ross had pet squirrels. He would show them on his painting show. That's so cute. I didn't know that. Injera pancakes, let's call them that. Tyler Red, yes. Sir Johnny Bravo says, that's nuts. Jay Liner is here. Guto Kowalski, hello. Oh, I was just thinking about Hannah Arendt. I had to read her for poli-sci. I have some of her books, actually. There you are. How was your Monday? Really solid Monday, good work day. I saw a very good friend of mine from childhood. She's in town visiting family just to get back for the summer, and so we met up after work today and went for a walk and caught up. So yeah, it was good. Edit says, I used to have a fried chicken keychain. Oh no, sorry to hear you lost it. Yaffa doesn't like dogs. Jason Todd, please save me a plate. Matthew Clark says, the pancake batter looks thick. Looks easier to keep the form and flip than a traditional pancake. Yes. I'm not the biggest fan of like the super thin Swedish style pancakes or crepes even. I like to have a pancake, it doesn't have to be like huge and thick, but I want there to be some like thickness and fluffiness to my pancakes. Sir Johnny Bravo says Oakley, okay. Chip Broadhead, reindeer, then I could fly the skies and bring presents to one and all. What chimney couldn't I climb? Humans again is here. Edit says, I just started reading the Harry Potter series. Nice. I hope you enjoy. I grew up a Potter kid. I am absolutely obsessed. That will forever be my favorite book series and my favorite movie series. Stick Bug Dude. Hello. Did I? Okay, set my timer. K-Dog, hello. 24-hour live stream plans going well. This week I'm working on planning stuff out to the hour, like activities. I need to get ingredients for certain things. Just making sure I have a plan, at least like a couple things in mind that I could do for each of the 24 hours so that I'm not kind of like, oh my God, I've got 10 hours left and I don't have anything planned. Okay, Opio Anthony, humans again, quick favorite dessert. Yeah, I can do this. Let me throw that in as a very quick poll question because I think I'm gonna hop off in about 10 minutes. All right, let's see. This is so tricky because it wavers between two things that I love for dessert. Guess my favorite dessert. And it's really tricky, honestly. It could be one of two things. Is it tiramisu, vegan cheesecake, chocolate espresso cake, or affogato? Ice cream plus espresso. I spelled that wrong. Affogato? That doesn't look right. Affogato. It is 2 F's. Screw you, YouTube. I got it right. Okay, guess my favorite dessert, everybody. See if you can get it right. Oh man, I gotta change out these contacts because they are just super dry. British pancakes are thin, no leavening ingredients. I hate thick pancakes. Okay, I'm the opposite of you then, Tyler Rhett. I want there to be some rise and like sponginess or thickness to my pancakes. I don't want them to be like, oh, just like super, super thin. That kind of creeps me out. Astrominder, hello. Guta Kowalski says, interesting, my last name is Oak. Cool. Bye, Sir Johnny Bravo. Talk to you later, alligator. T-Rex. I do not eat Splenda, no. I've had Splenda before just to try it, and I never liked the taste of Splenda. It tasted so like sickly, sweet, and chemically. So I just, at that point I was like, you should just, even though sugar is not great for you, just natural like cane sugar. I feel like that's better than a bunch of chemicals. Tyler Red says, well, from the options on the poll, we can at least confirm she loves coffee. Yes, I love coffee. You are correct. Yes, Edits, what is your cooking request? Please make a cooking request. Good night, Michael Schultz. Great to have you here. Hope you have a great night and a great day tomorrow. K-Dog, were you the one who's wanting me to take my hair out of the bun so you can see the ponytail? Because if so, yes, that is happening. Yep, it's happening. I'm calling it the bun drop, which sounds kind of goofy, but that's what it is. You should make sliders. Oh my gosh. I think I want to spend a lot of my 24-hour live stream cooking stuff because I feel like when you're sitting, you tend to like notice the time. Either it's like not passing quickly or it is kind of passing. But I feel like when I'm on my feet doing stuff, thinking of ingredients, the hours just fly by and I don't think about it that much. And just because 24 hours is such a long time to do a live stream, I think having a lot of fun like cooking and baking activities planned is like, that's what I'm thinking. And then what I could do is just like go to my kitchen, like move my phone and everything to my kitchen or to my couch and then turn on a movie or turn on an episode of something, and then just kind of take a break sitting, and then get up again and make some more stuff. T-Rex happening tonight? No. 24-hour live stream is not tonight. If you know when the people who know when the 24-hour live stream is, drop it in the chat right now. Calvin and Hobbes. Health benefits to fasting? Tons. There's just, I would say Google it. There's too much to describe here. Edit says, yeah. Trouble like it's hot, says Barry. Tyler Red, so you will stay awake for the full 24 hours? Yes, I will be awake for the full 24 hours. I'm gonna have coffee at the ready. I'm gonna have a ton of water at the ready. I'm gonna have food prepared so that I can, basically the plan for the 24-hour live stream, and I'll say this over and over since it's now 2 weeks away, less than 2 weeks away actually. But I'm planning to start the live stream at 11 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, August 30th, and go all the way until 11 a.m. on Sunday, August 31st. So 11 a.m. to 11 a.m., 2 days. I saw a recipe for a vegan mango cake. That sounds delicious. Matthew Clark. Romeo Herman, hello. Edits likes cooking eggs. It's been a while since, says Romeo. It's a 24-hour live stream. 6 or 7 hours with sleeping, I think. I'm staying up the whole time. Edits, thank you. Yes, it's edits August 30th to 31st, correct. I've been doing good, Romeo. How are you? Jungle Thriving, are you going to be awake for the whole 24 hours? Yes, I am going to be awake for the entire 24-hour live stream. So, that'll be fun, guys. Fun challenge. All right, last pancake, and then I think that'll be it. Caleb is here. I love WWE. My favorite guy. Let me reply. Caleb, heck yes. This dude's my fave. Where is he? Ooh, dry eyes. Yikes. Okay, Gideon is here. Hi, Gideon Juma. Eggs make me gassy, says Guto. Stone Papa Smurf, 24-hour stream, Catalina Crunch. Yes. Ooh, that's so good. I already know my fave, but I could actually, I'm going to look into additional Catalina Crunch flavors. Okay, that pancake's done. Catalina taste test, where I could just line them up and have like just a little bit of each and then rank them for you guys. That's a really fun one. Okay. T-Rex is heading to sleep. Have a good rest, T-Rex. Haley Ross, you made it. So good to see you, Haley Ross. Humans Again said hi. Gideon. Tyler Red, ever heard of the Iron Shake? Maybe, not sure. John Fontany says, ah yes, Seth freaking Rollins. Yes. Her favorite is Paul Bearer. Kidding. Right on. Love your channel and WWE respectively. Thank you, Caleb. Oh man, John Fontany. A friend and I enjoyed Dwayne. Yeah, of course. Yep. Just, I think yesterday it was, and I can't recall if you were at the live stream yesterday night, John, but someone asked the question, what would your Mount Rushmore be of WWE superstars? Mine would be John Cena, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Those are like the 4 faces on my Mount Rushmore of WWE. Edit says, what's your favorite Harry Potter movie? I should save that as a trivia question. I can circle back to some of these. I'm sure I asked this at some live stream, but it's been so long. Favorite HP movie? Because, I mean, I love them all, but there's one in particular I love the most. Black Panther Vacuum is here. John Puntany says, I was there in person one time when Big Show got ran over. Ooh. That sounds painful. I'll admit I don't know who Big Show is. So I'm gonna just get the last bit of good old pancake batter out of this measuring cup. Waste not, want not. Okay, so that's looking good. Oh, CM Punk. I like CM Punk, but he wouldn't make my Mount Rushmore. What's your HP Mount Rushmore? Ooh, edits. I love this. Boy, my HP Mount Rushmore. Man, I gotta think long and hard about this because there's so many characters I love. Super, super tough. Tough to pick just 4. I think Hermione would make the cut. Gosh. Yeah, I gotta think on this. I really like Molly Weasley. It's funny, in a way she kind of reminds me of my own mom. Like just cozy, kind of strict, redhead. So I really like Molly Weasley. Luna Lovegood. Oh, but of course there's like, I feel like that's all female characters. I gotta think about the guys too. I don't know. Maybe Sirius Black. He's pretty cool. CM Punk, not bad. I would say Rikishi, Booker T, The Big Show, and Bret the Hitman Hart. Okay. Chief of DC, good to see you. How have you been? I'm scraping the last of my pancake batter out of this bowl. BRB. Alright. Woo! Got the last, practically the last bit of this out of here. Yum. Let's see. Hi, I'm Braxton. Hi, Braxton. Dobby. Slurms video. Okay, John Puntney says, one second. Oh man, I gotta take my contacts out. These are so dry. Nice, my Mount Rushmore of WWE would be The Rock, John Cena, so we've got 2 in common. Daniel Bryan and The Edge. Honorable mentions go to Christian, CM Punk, Undertaker, Kane, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Stone Cold. So no Seth in there. Stone Papa Smurf, you would like Kelly Keegs from Barstool Sports. I think my sister showed me Barstool Sports a while ago. Oh, I forgot to set my timer for my last pancake. How sad would that be? We're in the very last one, not ending on a good note. Ever tried a pancake sandwich? I don't think I've ever had one of those, but it sounds great. Tyler Red, how bad is your eyesight? I actually have pretty decent eyesight. So if I take out my contact lenses and I don't have anything on my eyes, I can still read things, like unless it's really small, I can still watch TV. I can still, I'm not like wandering around blind. It's just at a distance, certain things have like a fuzzier edge and I can't read really small writing, but my correction is like minus, what is it? -2, I want to say. I'd have to check. But I'm, I'm nearsighted, so I can read, like, I can read as close as this. But at a distance, that's where things start to get a little fuzzy. The Iron Shake taught the Rock all he knows. Okay. Okay. Matthew Clark says, hypothetically, if you could attend Hogwarts, would you? Only catch is you had to leave everything behind for the years you are there with no explanation to anyone in your life here. That would be kind of sad. Just, I mean, it would be so devastating, especially for my parents, just vanishing out of nowhere for years. I just don't know. If I know I was a wizard and I could go to Hogwarts, I'd probably just self-study, because I could not do that to my family. Just up and leave and have them think I was, you know, kidnapped, abducted, murdered, and they would never know what happened to me for years. I mean, honestly, I think something that tragic would put them in their graves. So I would never do that to my parents. JP is here. Ziggy, I love Indian food. Tyler Red, tough Iranian who was an AAU wrestling champion. Oh. Wow, dude, that is crazy. Ooh. John Puntany says, yes, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns were about the end of college for me, so by then I lost track for a while. Gotcha. Sammy. Slurm's video. All right, Sammy, okay. Crazy said hi, Crazy 5150, John Puntany. I once went to a Harry Potter pub crawl dressed as a Ravenclaw version of Sirius Black. Ooh, okay. That's cool. Hi, Junebug. Pascal Jerome, hello. What was I gonna say? Pascal Jerome, since you are a member, there is a blooper reel that's available for you to watch if you'd like to. You would have to be like Hermione when she obliviated her parents. Yeah, I mean, that would be... I actually feel like the Obliviate curse or the Obliviate spell was actually kinder than just up and leave. Like, because then the parents are just clueless. They don't even know they have a daughter. So they're not suffering. Like they're just oblivious. Hence the name of the spell. But I feel like up and leaving for 10, 12 years, because at that point, you know, after a certain number of years, your parents would just think you died. So I could not inflict that kind of pain on my parents by just up and going to Hogwarts and not having them know where I was for all those years. That would be too sad. Candy Saliva, Hulk Hogan the GOAT, was the GOAT. Edit says, yeah. Is there a majority vote GOAT in wrestling like Tom Brady? I don't know. It seems to be divided between different wrestlers. At least that's what it seems like to me. Yay! Last pancake of the night. When thinking about WWE Rushmore, I think it's the wrestlers who sold out the most shows and drew the most money. Okay. Austin C. Jungle Thriving, would you play Quidditch? Of course I would play Quidditch, yes. I would want to be a seeker or, what are all the positions? Because I wouldn't want to be the goaltender. I would want to be one of either the seeker or the one that is trying to score. What are the Quidditch positions? There's chaser, keeper, beater, and seeker. So maybe chaser. That's the position I think I would go for, number one. I think being a seeker would be so tricky because it's like, it's all up to you to find the snitch. Like you're the one person. So yes, I would not want to be a keeper. I would not want to be like a goalie. I would not want to be a beater because you have bludgers coming at you. No, and I don't have like good hand-eye coordination, So yeah, I think my number one position to pick for Quidditch would be a chaser, which is similar to being like a striker in soccer. Tyler Red says they should do Harry Potter in Africa. A bunch of children with tires around their what? Oh no. Edits would love. I would love Quidditch. Yes, I would 100%. I would try out for the Quidditch team. I would play on the junior varsity Quidditch team if I didn't make the cut for the actual Quidditch team. It just seems like it would be such a fun game if we could play it. Undertaker has always been my favorite wrestler. John Puntney for wrestling. That would be a tough call for the GOAT. We can definitely debate about best of generations. Yes. Edit says I would play defense. Wonder what the fluttering wings feel like on the snitch. Ivica doing well from Macedonia. How are you? Ivica Stanoikovsky. Austin, I'm cheering for LA Knight at Clash in Paris. Okay. Edits would be defense. Count Dooku is the GOAT. Nice. Coming from you, General Grievous. That's very generous of you. Curb Creeper, good to see you again. Ditto, yes. Stu New York, hello. Kenny Boo. Hey Kirby, hope all is well with you. It's Jalen. Oh, it's Jalen. Oh my God. Wait, that is so cool. I didn't realize your username was so different. Hello, Jalen. Vacuum Black Panther, Danicho. John says, I heard for a competitive version of Quidditch for the snitch, they have a neutral person put a tail on, and after 45 minutes, then the snitch comes into play. I just couldn't take that seriously. It's just so goofy. Ivica, thank you so much. Kirby is saying hi to Jalen. Yes, it's so good to see Jalen. All right, I'm gonna close this poll, guys, and let you know my favorite dessert. It's really close between two of these. So, trivia question, guess my favorite dessert. 29% guessed tiramisu. I'm not the biggest fan of tiramisu, so it's not that. 29% guessed chocolate espresso cake. That is correct. Very close second place is affogato, which is a scoop of ice cream with a shot of espresso poured over it. It's so amazing. So those two are my favorite desserts. And it says, yeah. Danicho from Argentina. Kirby says, I Googled it and it says Ric Flair is the wrestling GOAT. Interesting, okay. Look at that, guys. Plate full of pancakes. Woo! Look at that. Amazing. Let's see. Yes, Ric Flair was pretty good. The fact that Harry was one Deathly Hallow away in part 1 is crazy. Yes. Javid Rashed. Tyler Red. They are delicious. I love these pancakes. I got it right with the chocolate espresso cake. Yep, that is a favorite of mine. It's the best. Amanda Foster, you almost had me with vegan cheesecake, but that seemed too obvious. Speaking of other wrestlers, I did end up trying DDP yoga for a few months. What did you think, John? The pancakes look like brown chocolate digestives. They're made with a very lovely dark grain called Teff flour, hence why they look darker than your typical, you know, Perkins IHOP restaurant pancake. They're so tasty. Triple Mania, don't know what that is. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night because I'm getting tired and I feel like I've been on here now for 2 hours plus. Teff flour, Ethiopian staple ingredient, correct. So guys, reminder, my next live stream is this Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Time Zone, USA. Come on back and join for some more fun on Wednesday night. Was James Potter a descendant of the first invisibility cloak? Could be, not sure. It was fun, nice that some poses became named after wrestling references. Table, broken table, road warriors. That is clever. I like that, John. All right, everybody. I want to say thank you to, gosh, there were lots of gifts that people gave tonight. NC gifted 5 memberships to the channel. JR Phillips gave a super chat within the first like 10 seconds of me being on this live stream. Thank you everybody for leaving comments and for subscribing to the channel and just being really positive and fun to chat with on here. Not beeping this whole time. I'm looking in my truck for something. LOL, you got me. It's your timer the whole time. Yep. Do you miss everyone when you don't stream? I do, Joe Ski, but also I have a very busy life outside of YouTube. So I've got, you know, my job, I've got friends, I got family, I've got stuff I gotta see to. So I would say my life outside of YouTube keeps me on my toes, and I've got deadlines, I got, you know, people I gotta see. So yes, but I do miss all of you, and I really look forward to whenever my next live stream is. Amanda, saw you. Kirby with the tofu, and Dexter member emojis. Sulex, oh, you just joined. Yes, I'm keeping tonight to 2 hours. So I've been on here for 2 hours already, and I kind of want to like get into the practice of winding down my nights a little bit earlier, at least on work nights, because I do have work tomorrow morning. Sue Lex, glad you had a great night, my friend. Yes, and I will be live on Wednesday. So I know you came in toward the end of this live stream, but you can always join on Wednesday if you're free and would like to. Thank you, Ivica. John Puntany, thank you so much for being a mod. That was the last thing I forgot to say. Thank you to my mods. John was here tonight, and my sister, Create with Rachel, was here earlier and did some modding as well. Jungle Thriving, peace and love. Thank you, Kirby. Again, round of applause to Kirby for reaching 3K subs. So cool. Thank you for all the member emojis. And Kirby, you did send a bunch of gifts, including my favorite, which is the happy poops. So thank you. Ivica, Amanda, Ajinkia, great to see you. I'm heading out, but would love to see you on another live stream this week. Very understandable, no worries. Sure, we'll see you on Wednesday. Looks like, is that awesome is back, word nerd. John Puntany, congrats Kirby and Sebastian. All right, thank you everybody, and thanks for hanging out with me tonight while I made a lovely plate. One last look, a lovely plate of Teff pumpkin spice pancakes. They're so, so good. And I can't wait to eat these. So take care, everybody, and I will see you on Wednesday night, 2 nights from now at 8 p.m. Central Time.